Have Shabbos Yag Yisrael. I hope all are well and stay so. Number of Mazel Tov this week, Baruch Hashem. Mazel Tov to Tamar and Dr. David Schwab on the birth of grandson born to parents Minna and Jesse. Shalom Zachar this Friday night at the Schwab Home 11 Marcus Drive beginning at 9 p.m. Mazel Tov to Eileen and Yerucham Hertzfeld upon the birth of a granddaughter, Meital Tzipora, born to parents Daniela and Dr. Michael Kadishman. And finally, a triple Mazel Tov to Rabbi Warren Shimoff, a series of grandchildren, Baruch Hashem, a grandson, Rafael Eliezer Tzvi, born to Lael and Jonathan Semplowitz, grandson, Avram Yisachar, born to Atar and David Kramer, and granddaughter, Golda Blima, born to Ariana and Josh Sturm. May all continue to experience much nachas to Kedusha and good health from the growing mishpachas. Story is told of Reb Naftali Ravshitz, which as a little boy, his Malabit was teaching him that when you have two yuds together, two yuds together, it's not a yo sound, but Naftali was reading and gets the two yuds, the two yuds together, when you pronounce it Hashem, as we know. The Siddurim sometimes have, instead of a yud kei vav, there'll be two yuds, so you don't say ya, but rather the Malabit explained to him that represents Hashem. Okay, so Reb Naftali's reading, he gets to a word that has a shava, so he pronounces that also as Hashem's name. So says the Malabit, well, no, that one you got wrong. That doesn't make a sense. That's a shva. But I thought you told me when they're two yuds, so the two yuds, so it's Hashem. So answer the Malabit. When two Yidden are next to each other, so that's Hashem. That's Hashem. There's godliness. But when one is on top of another, that's nothing. That's a shva. That doesn't make any sense. That's insignificant. That's v'havta l'recha kamocha. When one is side by side and exhibits love towards his or her fellow Jew, so then continues the pasuk, Ani Hashem. Then there's godliness. Two Yidden next to each other. So that we pronounce as Hashem, but one on top of another, I'm better than you, etc. So then there's nothing. That's why he was sure in Melech. When is there a king? Says the pasuk, B'sasef Rosh Hayom, when Jews come together and acknowledge and respect one another. The Mishnah in this week's parak in Pirkei Avos speaks of Kol Torah she'ein ima melacha sofa b'teila. Normally translated as any Torah, it's not accompanied by some type of livelihood, of some profession, some business to support oneself, so eventually the Torah is going to dissipate. The Barditchev Rav explains that's not what it means. It's called Torah she'ein ima melacha, means Torah that's selfish, that doesn't have, that the studier of Torah doesn't engage others. He doesn't toil to share his wealth of knowledge with other individuals. As there's no such thing as just coming close to Hashem by oneself. That Torah has to be accompanied by malacha, by reaching out to others, by caring about others, by standing side by side with other Jews. And in fact, I once asked the Alter Rebbe, that's what's more important, Abbas Hashem or Abbas Yisrael? Which is bigger? That's loving God or loving your fellow Jew? The Rebbe said you can't differentiate. It's all one and the same. When the two Yidden are next to each other, side by side, so then in fact there's godliness. Ani Hashem. Have a great Shabbos.